Right, I'm off to a waterfall hoping to get some icy, wintry waterfall images. Why not come with me? Well, good morning, and it's only just morning. Oh, I do need to get myself up earlier on some of these days, but I'm off out into the high-ish fells again today to hopefully get some more wintry, snowy, icy images of the Lakeland Fells. So, where have I come? It's always difficult. Sometimes it's just a last minute, oh, I could go there. So I've come to Grasmere. I'm just outside Grasmere, and we're going to walk up to Easedale Tarn, which is not too far, and we go up via, and I can see it here, Sourmilk Gill, and hopefully there might be some nice images to be had of whether the waterfalls or frozen waterfalls, I'm not quite sure. And then we might go to Easedale Tarn, which is a bit further on. We'll see. It depends how easy the walking is, etc. So yeah, I mean, if I turn round, I don't know how well you can see, but that's where I'm headed in that way. So yeah, there is still quite a bit of snowish on the top. How much, I don't know. I mean, we haven't really had any more snow. It's been plenty cold, but yeah, I don't think it's come down. So at ground level where I live, it's all gone. There's no sign of anything. I mean, it's very frosty in the morning, but at the higher level where the temperature doesn't get up as much, it is still white, and yeah, any snow that's been up there will probably have stayed. So yes, so we'll head off up there, we'll see how we get on, and we'll see you a bit later. Right, well, we've made it to the falls on Sourmilk Gill, and I've had the drone up. Not an awful lot of videoing, but trying to get image. I also took a couple of images of ones I might not be able to get to, because if we look around, you can see there's a lot of snow and ice on the boulders. So if we just zoom in there, that on that sort of platform there is somewhere where I've been before to try and capture images. And if you just look there, there's just sheet ice, so it would be too dangerous to capture the image or to get across there to set up the tripod. So I've taken some images with the drone, and I'm just going to take my time and see what we can come up with in terms of images with the camera. Whether it's the sort of, I was going to say they call it the grand vista, but trying to get the whole of a section in. But I'm just going to have a look around and see if there's some intimate images to have, and we'll see how it goes. And if I get lots of images and we don't get up to town, that's fine. If I find that fairly quickly I'm running out of images, then we'll head on to the tarn. But yeah, I just want to see what I can do. There's just probably so many different images to be had, and what we'll do is we'll get after this piece we'll put up the images that were taken with the drone, and then I'll look for more images and possibly blog some if I think they're that good. If not, we'll just put all the images up that I think are suitable. So anyway, we'll stop rambling and get on capturing images, and we'll see you a little bit later. Right, well, we're still at the same spot trying to capture different images. I've taken a wide image of the whole of this section of the falls, and then one, let's see if I zoom in, one more just sort of homing in on that a little bit. But now what I've done is I've put the long lens on, and I don't know whether you can see at the top there, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to record this on the camera as well. Yep, that's recording. So you can see the bit sort of centre frame there. Well, it's this bit here. We've got this little bit of ice and this water coming out of here, and then also we've got, if I can do it, where's me? Yeah, the water coming around there, and I just think that's a really nice little composition. I haven't actually captured it yet, but I'll do it at different shutter speeds just to get the flow of the water and that. And I can see quite a few ones, so I might end up spending most of the day actually here. And there are some just looking up that really catch my eye, whether I can walk up the side a bit and get them. So yeah, so we'll capture that, and then we'll put some images up, and we'll see you a little bit later. Right, well, we're still at the same spot. Obviously I took that image and then took another one, and then I've taken a couple of shall we say more intimate images. One of just a couple of stones down there, which I think should look quite good, and then just looking, I don't know whether we can zoom in or not, just looking at the patterns on the ice there. I might take a couple of more, we'll see, and then we're going to head up the waterfall a little bit, see if we can find anything else. So yeah, if these images are any good, we'll put them up and we'll see you a little bit later. Right, we've come up to the next falls up. Unfortunately, there's this sort of rocky thing that isn't particularly icy, so I've managed to come across here to sort of get a slightly side-on view, which I think looks better. It would be maybe better going slightly further that way, but then we've got this tree that's going to get in the way. So yeah, I've taken that, and then we're going to look at see if there's any more intimate things to be had, and then there's one higher up that I want to have a look at. And once we've done all that, we'll see how time's doing for possibly going up to the Tarn or not. So anyway, we'll get some more images, we'll put them up, and we'll see you a bit later. Right, well, we've come up higher again, and it's far more difficult here. Firstly, we're on quite of a slope, and there's a lot of ice about as well. And then the other thing, I was hoping, and I've clambered up this bit of rock here and got some images of the bit there, but you can't get it from here because you need to be further out into the stream. So yeah, I've just been playing around with, should we call them, intimate images of the ice and the water, and I think we're going to probably leave it at that. Maybe take a couple more images, and then we're going to head up. You just see where that little hump is on the horizon there. That's more or less where the path is, so we're probably going to clamber up there to the path rather than very difficult, rather than going all the way back down there. So yeah, we'll see what we can do, see what time it is when we get to the path, and then we'll decide whether we're just going to go back or whether we're going to think about still going to the Tarn. So yeah, right, we'll put the best images up and we'll see you a little bit later. Right, we're on the way back to the van now, by the time I got to the path, it was getting on for 3 o'clock and sunset is just after 4. So to get all the way up to the tarn and back to the van, I just thought was a bit too much. So yeah, so we're heading back there. So yeah, no, it's been a great day. I haven't walked very far, as you'll probably see when I put the map up. Yeah, because initially the idea was to go to Easedale Tarn and possibly stop at the waterfall on the way if it was promising. What did happen was I got to the waterfall and I thought it was very promising, with partly frozen, partly not frozen ice. And so yeah, I don't know how many images I've taken and how many I'll put up. Some are sort of the whole waterfall as such, whereas some are more intimate images. So yeah, I mean, that's what I need to get into as well as the grand landscapes, which I thoroughly enjoy doing. I need some time to be a bit more creative, and when you're creative you can come up with lots of images when most people wouldn't see anything. So yeah, they see a waterfall, but yeah, just zooming in and getting a bit of ice with the water dripping off it or water coming through the ice close up is hopefully it's quite good. We'll find out when we get home and start to process them. So yeah, from what I said as I was setting off, it's turned out quite different, but that's photography. Sometimes you've got to go with what there is, and I don't think Easedale Tarn is necessarily one of the most photogenic of tarns. I mean, I have been there before, so yeah, it was just somewhere that came to mind when I was thinking, right, I need to get out. So where should we go? So that's. And what next? Well, this is Saturday. I've already got a video almost finished. It'll be going up tomorrow. Earlier on in the week I was out and got some footage, etc. And then there's this. But next week, next Tuesday, I'm heading off up to Scotland for 2 nights. So there, Tuesday night, Thursday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, come back Thursday. So yeah, I may mention I'm in the 617 club, and there is the ability for members to set up their own meetups, and somebody set up a meetup in Callander, which is not far from Stirling, which is in the national, I think it's a national park, Loch Lomond and the Trossachs. So the idea is set off, try and get off away pretty early, and on Tuesday, so I get some time on my own to get some images, maybe some video and that. Then I've got accommodation booked, and one of the other people that's going up is also booked into the same accommodation, so that should be good. And the next day we've got the meetup. It's not a particularly early meeting. I think we're trying to focus more on meeting up and somewhere for a sunset, etc. And then on the Thursday, and get up, go out into the area and try and get some more images, some more video footage before then heading back home. And yeah, so that should be good, and then possibly that will give us 2 more videos. So I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now that I've got stuff in the bag to do. It's like I'm not under pressure this week to get this next week I've got to get something out to go out on Sunday. This Sunday's is virtually done. Following Sundays, I've still got to process the image and sort out the video, but all that's done. And then this would be the following Sunday. So yeah, and then hopefully next week we'll get a couple of possibly a couple of videos as well. So yeah, we're doing well. So, and just to remind people, if you If you have enjoyed the video, if you haven't already done so, please click the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, why not subscribe? It doesn't cost anything. It helps the channel greatly. And I mean, you don't even have to click on, you can just subscribe without clicking for notifications. And then it will just be in your, when you go onto YouTube, if you go onto the, rather than the home, you go onto subscriptions panel, it would, any videos would appear there. At the moment, and I have done for at least, must be getting on 2-3 years now. A couple of times didn't miss but were delayed. But normally 5 o'clock Sunday, the videos, or 5 o'clock UK time, videos go live on YouTube. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. I can see the van there as we're trudging along this path, so that'll be good. So yeah, so I think I've waffled enough, and we'll see you on the next video.